Shalom, Yashala Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Yasharallah. Call Haloyim La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakakwadash, for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth, so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwathas, keeping the faith in the works. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. It's the book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 2. It says, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Yasharallah, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. The Most High is fighting this devil, right? And it's for his name's sake. Right? But the Most High has placed his name on his people. So it's also for his people. Right? Because like the scripture just said, these devils and their accomplices have scattered us all around the world. Right? And they don't plan on righting that wrong like at all. Bump no time soon. At all. Right? So the Most High is going to force them, right, to let us go, and it's going to be by destruction, right? He going to force that hand by breaking that hand. A broke hand can't hold nothing, right? Can't hold nothing tight, right? So let me see. I'm going to let this video play. I'll be back.
Staying with West Asia, let's look at something else making news in Iran. Tehran says it has developed a hypersonic missile. The missile, named Fatah, was unveiled yesterday. The unveiling ceremony was attended by Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi. Also present were senior commanders of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard. Why the grand event? Because a hypersonic missile marks a new milestone in Iran's missile program. A missile is considered hypersonic when it can travel at least 5 times the speed of sound. That makes it a problem for most missile defense systems. The new Fatah missile can allegedly travel at 15 times the speed of sound. If it isn't an exaggeration, that would be quite a feat. Iran says the Fatah hypersonic missile is a crucial deterrent. Here's our report.
Iran, the Shiite hegemon in West Asia. Saudi Arabia's rival for dominance, Israel's existential threat, and America's perpetual headache in what it calls the Middle East. Tehran has caused a stir yet again. It is.
And what it calls the Middle East, I just want to make sure you caught that, because really ain't no such thing as Middle East. The Middle East, quote unquote, is actually Western Asia. Right? So that's also a large reason why the Most High is doing away with these devils, because of the lies. Right? And he's allowing the nations to see it. He's allowing the nations to see that they made up words to hide things. We're in the time of revelation, according to 2 Thessalonians 2, Isaiah 47, right? Revelation 19, the spirit of prophecy, right? The Most High is letting the truth be seen, and it can't be hid no more. And the devil, that's his MO, man, hiding, right? Going all the way back to his forefather, Cain, always trying to hide, man. Like, nah, the Most High put you on blast, man. Right? Then Cain get a mark, right, on his face. So, yeah. Thy shame shall be seen.
Unveiled a powerful new weapon. This is the Fatah hypersonic missile. It was introduced with great fanfare on Tuesday.
Now, when I say forefather, I'm talking about spiritual, of course.
Top Iranian officials were invited to the show, from President Ibrahim Raisi to the commanders of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. And the center stage was reserved for the Iranian military's latest toy, the Fatah hypersonic missile. Iran says it's a game changer.
We are able to precisely hit any target within the range of 1400 kilometers, and there exists no system that can rival or counter this missile.
That's why I want to look up that word Fatah. So slot 1 second. Okay, so it says Fatah, meaning the word for Fatah comes from the root word Fataha. Right, Fataha means to open, grant, explain, disclose, to make victorious or let out. Says the name of first surah of the Quran, Al-Fatiha, is based on this same root and is generally translated as the opener or the opening. Ain't that something? Right. Well, we all know, the Quran is basically a bite off the Bible. But if you dig into that Quran, you'll see that it says in the Quran, revert to the book if you really want to know the truth. And it was speaking about it's a scenario where something about eating a camel or something like that, something of the sort. But either way it goes, it tells you to resort back to the scriptures, which is the Holy Bible, if you really want to find the truth. It also says in the Quran that Israel is the Most High's chosen people. Right, in the Quran, that's supposed to be a book for Ishmael, supposedly. But that's a whole nother story in itself, right, about the so-called Prophet Muhammad. Right, but it's crazy how the name of this missile that they said cannot be stopped, Fatah, means victorious or let out. Who getting let out? All right. Yeah. So let me go to the book of Ezekiel. Hold on 1 second. So this Ezekiel chapter 39 and verse 4 says, "Thou shalt fall upon the mountains of Israel, thou and all thy bands, and the people that is with thee. I will give thee unto the ravenous birds of every sort, and to the beasts of the field to be devoured. Thou shalt fall upon the open field, for I have spoken it, saith Yahweh." All right, them people over there that's claiming to be the Most High's people, they in for a reckoning too. Because our land got to get clean. That's our land. That's where we come from. That's the great mystery of where we come from. Why there is no nation in so-called Africa that stood up for us and fought for us and went to law for us and so forth and so on. It's the reason why is because we're not from there. Right? We from so-called the Middle East. This is Western Asia. We from Yasharala. That's our land, and there's other people occupying our land. Right? But let me see. That's a lot. 1 second. So let me go to the book of Luke. Luke chapter 21 and 20 says, "And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Right? Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter therein too." Right? That's us being dispersed, man. We are the diaspora, the dispersion of people. Right? 70 AD, fleeing Roman persecution. It's a book called From Babylon to Timbuktu. You really need to read that book. You really need to get that information. Right? By Rudolph Windsor. Babylon and Timbuktu, it explains this. It go off on certain parts of that book, but read the book, right? Chew the meat, spit out the fat, right? But it says, let me see where I'm at. Read that again. Luke 21:20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Then let them which are in Judea flee into the mountains. Those mountains are Africa. That's different parts of Africa. Right? It says, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter therein too. Meaning, do not go back to Jerusalem, because if you do, you're going to get put to death, because the Most High is the Gentiles he's allowing the Gentiles, and when I say the Gentiles, I'm not talking about Israelite foreigners. I'm talking about heathens. He's allowing the heathens to enter into our land and take it over, because the prophecy of Psalms 83 had to come to pass. We had to go into Egypt again with ships. Deuteronomy 28:68 had to happen. Right? But we are witnessing the turnaround of that. Right? But let me finish this up. It says, verse 22, for these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. Right? Like I just said. It says in verse 23, but woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days, for there shall be great distress in the land, and wrath upon this people, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And we are witnessing that. And how we know that the times of the Gentiles are being fulfilled, the Most High is gathering the nations, right? Having the nations gather into the valley of Jehoshaphat for Yahweh's decision. Well, he will plead for his people, right? Let me go back to Ezekiel. Ezekiel 39 and verse 7, it says, so will I make my holy name known in the midst of my people, Yasharallah, and will not let them pollute my holy name anymore. And the heathen shall know that I am Yahweh, the Holy One in Yasharallah. Right? The Most High is going to make his name famous, man. Right? It says, behold, it is come and it is done, saith Yahweh power. This is the day whereof I have spoken, and they that dwell in the cities of Yasharallah shall go forth and shall set on fire and burn the weapons, both the shields and the bucklers, the bows and the arrows, and the hand staves and the spears, and they shall burn them with fire 7 years. Right? So that they shall take no wood out of the field, neither cut down any out of the forest, for they shall burn the weapons with fire, and they shall spoil those that spoil them, and rob those that rob them, said Yahweh power. And it's also how we know them people over there are not the real people, because this is a prophecy of the Most High's people. When they get back into their land, there ain't gonna be no more wars. There will be no more weapons of war. All right? And the Most High is revealing this. All right, let me see. Yeah, I like that one. Yea, all the people of the land shall bury them, and it shall be to them a renowned the day that I shall be glorified, saith Yahweh power. The Most High gonna make his name famous, man. After the Most High get done with this place, no more will it be said, Yahweh liveth, that brought the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but Yahweh liveth, that brought the children of the Most High's people, the children of Yasharallah, out of the land of the north. All right, Jeremiah 16. All right, but yeah, man, the Most High getting these nations ready. Let's see. Ooh, snap, yeah. Most High, yeah, the Most High getting ready to let these heathens know what time it is. Look, Ezekiel 39:21, and I will set my glory among the heathen, and all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed, and my hand that I have laid upon them. Right? Meaning, the Most High is going to be, his name is going to be ringing all around the world, because what he's going to do to the heathen. They going to be like, man, we did not know that those were the Most High's people. And we've been treating them like trash, man. Did you see what the Most High did to Babylon? Did you see the chariots going and and shooting beams down, plasma, laser beams down on Babylon? Did you see what the Most High allowed to happen to the land of Israel? Oh, man. Yeah, we'll never do that again. That's a beautiful thing right there, for real, for real. Verse 25, it says, therefore thus saith Yahweh power, now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob, and have mercy upon the whole house of Yasharallah, and will be, what is this, jealous for my holy name? Yeah, that's 16:11 be something else. Let me look on my tablet right quick. Let me see. Ezekiel 39:25. Yeah, jealous. Jealous for my holy name. Verse 26 says, after that they have borne their shame and all their trespasses, whereby they have trespassed against me, when they dwelt safely in their land, and none made them afraid. When I have brought them again from the people, and gathered them out of their enemies' lands, and am sanctified in them in the sight of many nations, then shall they know that I am Yahweh, their power, which caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen. But I have gathered them unto their own land, and have left none of them any more there. Neither will I hide my face any more from them, for I have poured out my spirit upon the house of Yasharallah, says Yahweh power. And that's the end goal. That's the end. Right? No more captivity, no more servitude, no more building up nobody else's nation, no more making somebody else rich while we suffer. All of that over with, over and done. And that's what we're looking for. That's what we're hoping for. So when we see news like Iran creating a hypersonic missile, and we see news like Iran linked up with Russia and China and things of such, man, it's a beautiful thing, because we understand what the end is. It's a faith booster, you know, in the midst of this hell that we go through every day. Every day. Like, for real. Right? So, I mean, I call Loyim La Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Harakakodash for it, you know. So I ended with that, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Ratazah, these precepts in this video were edifying. Call Holoyim La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Harakakodash. Shalom Yashalom.